Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Greg. I'm going to go over Bitcoin and let you guys know I'm kind of reviewing some more information about that. And I'm going to present the bearish case because obviously Bitcoin's gone down. It wicked down to 15,500 more or less, and it's sitting right about 17.4. So I'm going to present the bearish case first. What I'm going to be looking for, present on a video. And by the way, drop a like, hit the subscribe button, be greatly appreciated. New subscribers, I do appreciate you too. Gained a new subscriber on my last live stream. I guess he enjoyed it. I appreciate you too. I think it was Thor, if I remember correctly, or something like that. It's like a Scandinavian type thing going on there. But welcome, man. So here's the deal. I'm looking at Bitcoin, and the facts remain is that I'm still looking at these signals. Now, is there a possibility it could go down lower? I'm not denying that. But the signals down here in the 10-day chart in the MACD and the bullish crosses on these high time frames, it's telling us without exception on those indicators down there that it's coming into this area. So I just want to make that case with it right now on Bitcoin. Okay, so let me go over what I'm looking for on Bitcoin. Let me remove, I'm just using some support and resistance I was showing in my live stream earlier about somebody not being able, said you couldn't use that over there, which is not true for support. As a matter of fact, Bitcoin right now, if you check it, it's landed right on top of the wave from January of 2018 is where it bounced off of. So if you see the bottom of the box and you go over there, more or less it's right on top of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to an hour chart, okay, or a 45-minute chart on the lower time frames and let you guys know what I'm looking for as far as a bearish count. Now, you can see from this peak to this peak, you have bearish divergence, and more likely that was a 5-wave swing. So this is 5. It'll come down in a 3-wave swing, and then Bitcoin will do another 5 over here. More or less, this wave would be your A, okay? That would be an A. It'll come down for a B. This B can take some time. It's a connector wave. It could take a long time, or it could take 4 hours. You just don't know. And it'll swing up into a C. This would be the bearish count. This is what I'm keeping my eye out for, just in case, because that could happen. And it came down impulsively. It's going to wind back up into another wave, a corrective wave, to swing back down. Okay. If I see this, like I let other people know on the live stream, if I see this, I will be exiting out of a lot of positions on my alts, okay? Because if Bitcoin's going to go down for another massive wave, then obviously you know what's going to happen to the alts, okay? Some other people came to my channel, my live stream, and just to clarify, I don't recommend holding any alts long-term or Bitcoin long-term, in my opinion. That's just what I do. That's what I recommend. So let's say you bought Bitcoin over here in January 2018 for 15 grand. Well, you would be at the same spot 5 years later. That's not a good investment strategy, in my opinion. Now, if you would have maybe bought Bitcoin in this area, you could have made, let's say, 200%. You could have made a 2x. And then if you would have sold it and shorted it, you would have made, let's say, another 50%. So let's say you went 10 to 20K. Then you take your 20K and you turn it into, let's say, 30K. Now you have, from this position, 10 to 30K. And now you have this massive run where you take 30K. Let's say you entered right there and you went on this run of 400%. Now your 30K turns into 120K potentially. And you exit out. Maybe you might have came over here, entered. We're not going to count that. Maybe you shorted over here and maybe you took some more and just, let's just say 10 or 20K, and then you shorted Bitcoin a little bit and made another, let's say 10 or 20K. So now you have 140K over here. Whereas now you have $140,000 just by doing a simple trading strategy, which would not have been difficult at all. This person would have the same amount, 15 grand, and you would have 120K. Okay. Now you could subtract taxes. Let's take 40% off the top and let's bring it back down to 75K. Okay. That's still 3 times more than this person. 3 times more than that person, minus the taxes, guys. So you see my point why I don't recommend holding any altcoins and Bitcoin for the long term. I just don't think it's a good strategy. But Some people have an argument, a counter argument for that. And hey, I've listened to them. It's good. It's a pretty, some have a pretty decent argument for it. And they're just going for the long-term play. They don't want to worry about taxes and things like that. And they just think it's going to, moonshot up to $1 million sometime in the future. And it could. I mean, it does have the potential. I would not deny that. But, and they want to do it like for a retirement plan. That's different than trying to make your gains like I'm trying to do right now. So with Bitcoin coming down to these areas and swinging back up. Now, the reason I'm going to make a case for the correction there's a potential that you want to be cognizant of. That could have been the bottom right there. Okay. You do have a good shot of it. Like I said, these are 3-wave swings. Okay. That Bitcoin did here. And this is a 3-wave swing. So you have a 3-wave swing, a 3-wave swing, and now we have a potential another 3-wave swing to make this 3, 3, and 3. Okay. These are not, in my opinion, 5-wave swings. They're not. If you check the daily time frame on those swings, on 5-wave impulse swings, you have divergence. From that point to that point, there's no divergence, telling you that's a 3-wave swing. That's how you find 3-wave swings. So these types of swings should not have divergence from the A to the C. For those that are new to my channel, I explain how you find impulse waves. Impulse waves will have divergence. You'll have divergence from the 3rd wave that has the most momentum. The momentum slows down, so you don't have, you will have divergence from here to here. On this wave to that wave, you can see down here, no divergence. From this wave to that wave, right there, you can see no divergence, okay? So, 3-wave, 3-wave, and a potential 3-wave, okay? Now, the reason I say there's a potential that could have been the bottom is not only where it landed, on top of here, this area, and over there, is on the GBTC chart. I want to go over this because I was looking at this, and it went up into this wave and back down, and had a, you could say, a little bit of a capitulation event down there with this massive wick that it hasn't done one like that in a really long while. You could probably say maybe there and there it did it over there. That this was a pretty strong candle. And what I was looking for was for it to be complete in this area. It broke the channel, but it looks like it came up and back down. So more likely with this now, it actually made this last 5th wave right here. So it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it swung back up and bam, finished it off. And the other reason I say that this is a good shot is where it landed. Right there, right there, right there, right there, and right there to finish off that last wave right there. Okay. That's why I think it's important with a good amount of bullish divergence. If you see that trend right there, like so, and then you take the trend in the RSI, you have divergence where the price is much lower and the RSI is much higher. It went up into the trend, back up, and it slammed back down on this weekly chart right to that area, still maintaining that bullish divergence with a nice, strong red candle right there. Really strong red candle, and it dropped a total of 30% right there. And not only that, the GBTC chart from its peak, if I go all the way down right now, it's at over 85% drop from its high in February 21. So back over to BTC, you want to be aware of the bearish, but you don't want to write off the bullishness that could be coming right here. Because not only in this daily chart, all the bullish divergence that people have been looking for on Bitcoin, they now have it. That's what I kept hearing all along. And it's still supposedly is going to be making these huge treks down, but it has bullish divergence on the daily. It has bullish divergence on the 2-day chart. It has bullish divergence probably even on the weekly chart. Yeah, it has bullish divergence on the weekly chart too, guys. So there's a shot that it might just swing back up to come back down. There's a really good shot it could have been done right there. So you want to keep both in the back of your mind. If you made it all the way to the end, do me a huge favor, drop a like, hit the subscribe button. Peace.